All right, it's day 16, and today I think I am in the mood for an egg roll in the bowl. So let's take out some ground pork. Hey guys, and welcome back. And if you're new here, thanks so much for joining us today. So you saw what I took out. I took out ground pork from the freezer, and I kind of am in the mood for like a hefty salad, but at the same time having some meat in it. So I took out the ground pork to make an egg roll in a bowl. Now, typically egg rolls in the bowl, the base is cabbage. My base is not going to be cabbage. I don't have cabbage. My base is going to be a spring mix. And that's okay because, you can just add whatever ingredients you want and exclude whatever ingredients you want. So I am going to go through my pantry and see what veggies we have. More than likely, off of the top of my head, we're going to have spring mix. We're probably going to have a red bell pepper, some shredded carrots, some radish, some avocado. I don't know if we still have cilantro. Hopefully we do. And then the ground pork. So it's going to be something really easy to whip up because it's just a matter of cooking the pork, which isn't even going to get seasoned because I like the flavor of the ground pork in and of itself. Like it really doesn't need any seasonings. And then the vegetables have their own individual take on flavor profiles in that salad. And then obviously whatever vinaigrette or dressing you use ties everything together. So let's cook the ground pork and see what veggies I have in my fridge to whip up basically a salad with ground pork or an egg roll in a bowl. We've got some salad greens here, spring mix and spinach. We've got some carrots. We've got some radishes. We've got, looks like I tapped into cucumber twice, so I'm going to see how good these are that they're stored. This one has some tomato, this one has some radish. So if it's great, awesome. If not, I have another cucumber just in case. We've got red bell pepper. We've got avocado. And we've got a mandarin. So I'm going to put all of this to the side so that we can put the ground pork to cook and then start whipping up all the ingredients. Alrighty, I'm sure this is defrosted. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Let's take it out of the plastic wrap. All right. In that goes. This goes to the garbage. I didn't even turn this on. Let's turn that on. So high gas. Then medium high. Down that goes. Rinse my hands. Let's go ahead and start breaking it up so that it'll cook easier. And while it's cooking, we'll go ahead and start assembling our salad. Still sounds a little icy in the middle. Story of my life. I thought I clicked record. I use about 3/4 of this for both plates. You want to make sure that your base is nice and hearty, especially if this is going to be a full meal. In the meantime, let me go ahead and get my chopping board knife and start cutting the rest of these veggies. This is a little bit of cucumber that was left over. The other one in the bag wasn't looking so good. It was looking a little on the soggy side. So that was a waste. I didn't realize I had that in there before I tapped into this one. So let's use this, and if I need more, then I'll just open up a new one. I'm going to take a pause from the veggies to stir the pork, because I already see it starting to get white around the edges. So break it up a little bit more and stir it around. You can season this with salt and pepper. I just find pork, at least ground pork, bacon, to be pretty salty, so I never add more salt to it. Back to our regular scheduled programming over here. This is the last tomato I have. I thought I had more in my produce basket, so we're going to have to split it, which isn't a big deal. Let's nip this avocado. Ooh, not the prettiest. Let's salvage what we can. It happens. You've seen some meals with beautiful avocados, and then you've seen some with like horrible avocado. Just never know. I have more in the fridge, so if I can't salvage too much of this, we'll just get another one out of the fridge. I think this will be fine. Yeah, we're likely gonna need another one too. That wasn't a lot that we were able to salvage. I'll finish this one and then I'll go ahead and take out the other one. As for this, let's go ahead and shred it. Sometimes I use my little mandolin to shred, but instead of shredding, just so I don't take out more stuff and have more dishes, I'm just going to use this peeler, which I do a lot. I'll just go ahead and, little quick trick, peel all of this carrot flesh right off. And I'm rotating it with my fingers as I do it so it's even. That'll be a treat for Lexi. She absolutely loves carrots, so I'll give her this. Color balancing here. We've got reds opposite, we have oranges opposite, the cucumber and the avocado. All right, I'm gonna grab one more avocado out of the fridge. Actually, I think I won't because there's a lot of ingredients in here. So I think we're safe. Let me, next to the avocado, just add some radishes. Right, we are basically done with all of those ingredients. Now we can get back to stirring our ground pork, which is practically almost cooked. While I was chopping the salad, I decided I wanted to elevate this a tad. Look at all the little charred bits of the pork. It looks so good. I am actually going to drizzle some soy sauce in here and some pureed ginger. So it has that, and some pureed ginger, so it has that ginger feel to it. Just lowered the heat. Let me grab some soy sauce. Got the Great Value one. Our favorite ones are the Publix low sodium and the Kikimon low sodium, but sometimes you gotta cut some corners. So there is some soy sauce and I have some ginger paste. So let me open this baby up and squeeze some in here. I think that's enough. Let's stir that around and then we are gonna be good to serve. This would have been even extra better if I didn't feel crunched for time. I would have more than likely caramelized or sauteed some onions until they were caramelized and translucent and added garlic to it. So then the pork would have had onions and garlic inside of it as well. And that would have just enhanced the flavor a little bit more. So I definitely recommend doing that. I've done that in the past. I just didn't do that today because I felt crunched for time. So let's get this all stirred in together. Hopefully that ginger's coated everywhere. Let it cook down a little bit more so that that soy sauce, it won't be so saucy. It'll be more absorbed by the pork, I should say. Put my ingredients away. I didn't realize that when I put the ginger away, I noticed I had some garlic paste in there. So why not? Why not? Let's throw some garlic paste in here too. Let's get that stirred in. Low. Oh my god, the smell. I can totally smell the ginger and the garlic. Alright guys, it is time to serve. We got Play-Doh, and what I usually do once the plate looks this pretty, I usually add the meat right in the center. Because I mean, hello, it's the star of the show. The ground beef. I'm sure Lou would disagree. For her, it's all the veggies. That's the star of the show. So let's add all this meat right there. And now the second one. Let's give you guys a close-up before I do the thumbnail picture. What do you think? Would you enjoy a plate like this? We love making egg bowls or just salad with the ground pork. I don't know why I always say egg bowl. It just sounds so much fancier. All right, let me get my thumbnail picture, and it's time for taste testing. Okay, so I actually don't have like a miso vinaigrette or the carrot ginger dressing. Oh, that would be fantastic with this, but I don't have that on hand, and I want to use what we have before I have to buy new things. And what we have right now is the 3-cheese vinaigrette, so it kind of doesn't go with the theme, but it'll do. But those two, there is a G. Hughes, a miso dressing that's amazing, and then I think the ginger one, the carrot ginger, it's Miyako or something like that. That one you get in the fridge section in the produce department. So there's that for you. Here's this for me. I'm gonna sit on the ottoman because, as usual, it's a weekday. Can you go up? Go up. It's a weekday, so I have my computer set up for me to go to work. So good. It's so pretty too. Like, we eat with our eyes before we eat with our mouth. So when you get served something this pretty, you already are expecting it to be super delicious. And eating your colors, all of this has its own individual flavor. Like, all of the veggies are just great. And the pork came out good. I did it a little bit different this time. Mmm. Mmm. It's the first time I used that ginger paste.
Very mild, but it's definitely there.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yep, yeah.
It's not overwhelming. Not that I might be overwhelmed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, of course. And then I know a lot of times I like mix it all because I want to have a surprise bite each time, see what it is that I'm getting. Lou likes picking and choosing. Like, I want a little pepper with my salad and the pork. Okay, no, now I want a little radish. So she picks and chooses. I'm not gonna stir it right now because I'm afraid of making a mess on camera. Mm-hmm. And this is super versatile because you can decide to use this with like ground beef, and say you're making a hamburger bowl, and add lettuce and tomatoes and add some pickles, add some red onions, and just add things to it, and you have your hamburger salad that looks just as pretty because you added so many other vegetables to it. You can make it taco salad and add a can of black beans, a can of corn, your lettuce, your tomatoes, and just go wild, adding different things when you have your ground meat. So I do that a lot with my ground beef. I'll make a taco bowl, or with my ground pork, I usually like making what I call the egg bowl. But those are two of my go-tos when I want something like a hearty salad, but the savory meat. And you don't complain because you enjoy it, having these big salads.
Well, I like my salads.
It's almost like a nourish bowl. Well, you guys, you heard it from Lou. The pork came out great. You saw how simple it was. Your salad ingredients, what do you have in your fridge? What do you have in your pantry? Make something up. It's super easy to make something like this. Woo. These salad greens are so big. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed making the egg bowl with me, please give me a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know How do you get creative with your salads? I love to try something new.
Yeah. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.